Yeah, I like these, man, and they don't chip up. I'm like rusty, man. Well, I'm still tired, man. I had a rough day today. Yeah, TGIF, bro. I am oof. And it's supposed to rain again or snow again. Well, it'll be pretty bad, so of course the city shut down again. Bro, I am used to, like, if you live in New York or New Jersey or Philly or Boston or Canada or Detroit or like Illinois or like um um Wisconsin or Minnesota, if it snows, nothing shuts down. You just go to work. You come to Georgia, the mere mention of snow, everything shut down. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. And it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, 61 degrees. Yeah, but bro, even bro, San Francisco is just like New York. It's like a, it's a like a West Coast New York. If you live in San Francisco, you pretty much know it. It's like a the only difference is it's slightly smaller, you know, and New York is really congested, like really packed in and like it's packed and it's congested. But you live in San Francisco. If you from San Francisco, you know what New York is like. You know, but in the wintertime in New York, it don't change. It snows. You better hang on to the back of a bumper and catch a ride of some car on the way to school, or put on some snowshoes and go to work, or work it out, or you're gonna get fired. You know, yeah, man. Atlanta, if the weatherman says everything shuts down, and it's like annoying, man. It's like, come on, man, come on, man. You know, I get it that I can't even say, well, the infrastructure can't handle it, because the infrastructure can handle it. Oh my goodness, this guy has no arms. Whoa, bro, this dude is strong. He's got no arms, zero arms. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh man, this dude's a farmer. This dude's a farmer with no arms. And this lady is, speaking of snow, this woman is walking around barefooted in the snow. What are they doing in China? What are they doing? I'm gonna upgrade. Um, I'm gonna upgrade to. I'm gonna have it so you guys can see what I'm actually reacting to. Oh my God! They tried to run her over. They tried to run her over. She got some reflexes. This Chinese gal got some reflexes. I'm watching this show called The China Show, and basically it's these two guys. One dude's from South Africa, one dude's from America, and they lived in the dude from South Africa lived in China for like 14 years, um, and as a matter of fact, his was the first YouTube channel in China. And the dude from America lived in China for like 12 years, and they met in China and became like best friends, and now they have like they don't have YouTube or anything like that anymore in China. They have Douyin, which is basically their like YouTube, and they just kind of comment on like videos and stuff. You know what I mean? And they translate it and stuff like that. So it's a really good show. I've been watching it for like maybe 7 or 8 years. It's a really good. Oh my goodness, they tried to run her over. That lady has lightning fast reflexes. Oh man, I feel bad for her. Alejandro Martini. Alejandro. I got a good friend of mine named Alejandro. We just call him Al. I gotta get used to these. I like these better because they have they're just weighted. They weighted a little. They're weighted. Anton, what up? They're weighted a little more. Ah, when is it? When is a concert, bro? Today? Ah, dude, bro, is it like nighttime there in Denmark? Really? I figured as much. Cause you said one time you were like, yeah, I'm about to, go lay down or whatever. You said something like that, and I was like, I think it's nighttime in Denmark. I think you guys are like a day ahead of us. Is it Thursday in Denmark or Friday? Really? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm. No, yeah. You guys are ahead of us. It's still Friday here. Yeah, it's still Friday here. Cause if it were Thursday, that would be like in Asia. You guys, it's Saturday where you guys are. It's Friday here in America, and it's Thursday in Asia. Yeah, that's what it is. Which is crazy because I think right now it's Thursday in Hawaii, but Hawaii is part of America, which is crazy. Yeah. Same thing with Guam. Guam is an American territory, but it's an island off the coast of Japan, but it's Thursday there. So it's weird, man. Time zones are weird, man. Yeah, Guam. Guam. It's an island. It used to be owned by Japan. But since World War II and America dropped a nuclear bomb on them, we just use it as like a military outpost, and it's still like, you know, and like it's an American territory. That whole thing. We basically stole it. It's basically what it is. We stole it. We stole it from. We took it. We just stole it. We dropped the bomb on Japan. Or like, yeah, and for that we're taking this island. You know, but it's like America did the same thing to us. They stole Jamaica. They didn't even steal Jamaica. Jamaica was just there, and they just Britain was like, okay, we'll take that island. That's us. That's why you have like the British Virgin Islands. You have the American Virgin Islands. You have the British Virgin Islands. Jamaica is a British colony. It's a British Commonwealth. Puerto Rico is an American Commonwealth, and Cuba used to be a Soviet Commonwealth. All that stuff was like, all that stuff was stolen, bro. It was, the British stole and then like the Philippines was a Spanish Commonwealth, and it's all the same, man. It's all the same. You know, it's all political. Yeah, Guam. America took it. It was like no, but America took it. America took Guam. America took Guam because Imperial China was trying to take everything. I mean, Imperial Japan was like, they were in the Philippines, like massacring people. They were all over the place. They were in China. That little island nation, they went into China and started massacring people. Um, and then they dropped a bomb on Japan, and then fast forward a few years, um, China became communist, and that's when Guam. We were like, okay, we want Guam. It's basically to prevent communist aggression. So we took Guam and we protect Taiwan. All the people who didn't want to become communists in China moved to Taiwan. So Taiwan is a sovereign country, although China doesn't. They don't recognize it. China will never take it because we have submarines and battleships and aircraft carriers going up and down the South China Sea, protecting like Guam and protecting like South Korea and protecting Japan and protecting Taiwan, and you know what I mean? Because if we weren't there, China would just like take. They would just the communist China would just take everything. But at the same token, America took Puerto Rico because the communists under Fidel Castro, Fidel Castro was like, bump that. I'd rather be with the Russians. So America was like, nah, that's not happening. Okay, Russia, since you want to take, Cuba, we're going to take Puerto Rico. You know, so yeah, dude, it's all political, man. It's all political. You know, it's all opportunistic and political, and you know, because you got to think about this. England took the British Virgin Islands. They took British Guyana. They took Jamaica. America used to have Cuba, but Russia took it. America has the American Virgin Islands, and we have like the Bahamas, and we have Puerto Rico, and the French used to have Haiti. But the Haitians revolted and kicked France out. So, you know, a commonwealth is basically, it's like a territory. It's like they don't have their own like president or prime minister. their prime minister, like in Jamaica, Jamaica now has their own prime minister, but there was a point in time when they didn't. The British Virgin Islands don't have their own prime minister. Theirs is Britain's. Puerto Rico doesn't have. They don't have their own president. Donald Trump is whoever the president is in America. That's the president in Puerto Rico. And it was the same thing with Haiti. Whoever was the prime minister in France is the prime minister in Haiti. They, you know what I mean? Like they have like Puerto Rico. They don't have their own. They don't have money. They don't have their own dollar. Like they American dollars. That's their money. You know what I mean? Like if you're on the dole, like welfare, like you know the dole. It's American. Like Americans, we pay taxes for the infrastructure in Puerto Rico. We pay taxes for the electricity and like that whole 9 yards. It's everything except the state, bro. It's just a territory. It's another. The Commonwealth is just another. It's a Commonwealth is like a financial version of like you financially are responsible for their well-being. That's all it is basically. You don't have your own political system. Your political system is whatever the country it is that you're a commonwealth of. Your political system is their political system. You know what I mean? So, and it's the same thing with Guam. Like Guam's political system is America's political system. They use American money. You know what I mean? So, you know, yes, Greenland is a Danish Commonwealth, which it's kind of like, well, there's a reason why America is trying to buy Greenland, which it'll never happen. The reason why is because the Chinese are trying to claim Greenland. Nobody wants to talk about that. They're trying to claim Greenland. They have a Chinese military base there, like the whole 9 yards. So Donald Trump is kind of like, well, how about if I just take it? Now, you can't just take it. You got to trust that the Danish government knows what they're doing, and because they are part of NATO, they're going to handle it, in a proper way. Donald Trump he's not the smartest guy. He's like a bully. So his thing is, well, why don't we just take it? Because it's not ours. That's why we don't take it. And it's not going to happen. He's just saber rattling, and all the governors and senators are like, Mr. President, you can't take that country. That's a Danish Commonwealth. You can't take that country. If you take that country, they're going to bail out of, everybody's going to bail out of NATO, and we're going to be screwed. So sit down, shut up, drink your hot chocolate, eat your cookies, and be quiet. So. Yeah, it's not gonna happen, bro. It's not, dude. Dude, Americans, we ain't with that. Dude, Americans ain't. We had an American army base. We left, bro, because it's like, why are we here? It's not our the Danish got it. The Danish government, they can handle it. We're out of here. Peace. Handle your business, But the Chinese they have a base there. They have a secret base there. It's not even a secret. It's like an open secret. They're trying to make claims for Greenland because Greenland has a lot of natural resources. Now my thing is this. Personally, I worry about Greenland because it's a beautiful country. And the moment you start drilling and digging and mining and all of this stuff, it ruins it, bro. It ruins the ecosystem. It ruins the natural beauty. So that's my thing. You know, that's I hate the destruction of the environment for the sake of capitalism. We got other countries, we got other places. We you know, we don't need that stuff that bad. You know, but that's why China is over there because they're trying to make claims on it. You know. So, you know, it's a political mess, man. It's a mess. Yeah, Thunderbirds. That's an old show. Hey, Chad, bro, what's that little sign? You said you put a sign and you put WAZZZ. It's like an Asian character. I don't know what that is, bro. I see people type it. That you just did it again. It's got a little it's a little like what is that? I think it's a no, it's not the wave. You just did it, man. You put WAZZZZ 50 million letter ZZZZZ. But you put before you put Y's, oh, I'm good. No, I see the hand. I see the hand. I wish you could see it, man. I think it's an emoji or something, and it's just not showing or something. I think that's what it is. I guess this is an older iPhone or whatever, bro. I'm getting what's called a YOLO box. It's a yo. I can see it's crazy. This is an older iPhone, so that's probably why. But a YOLO box, what you can do is you can switch between different cameras, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. YOLO box. You can stream on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, anything where it's landscape view. So I'm setting everything up for landscape view. Um, but yeah, um, yeah, it's called a YOLO box. You know, yes, YOLO. Look it up. YOLO box mini. You know who kind of showed me, like, he kind of turned me onto that? Stacy Brown, bro. Stacy Brown has a YOLO box. He doesn't know how to use it though. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna let you use it, and then you figure it out." I said, and then I looked. I was like, "What is it called?" He said, "It's called a YOLO box." He was like, "If I give it to you, could you figure it out and show me how it works?" I was like, "Yeah, no problem." He's like, "All right, I'm just gonna give it to you, and then I'll let you hold it. You figure it out. You start streaming with it, and then you give it back to me and you show me how to work, how to use it." And then I looked it up. He sent a link to it, and I was like, "Yo, I need this." So I said, "I tell you what, Stacy, I'm gonna buy one, and I'm gonna figure it out, and I'll show you how to use it." Yes, yes, yeah. The YOLO Box Mini 3. Yes. See, you just did it again. You put Mini 3, and you put this little Asian like character before it. You did it again. But yeah, it's called a YOLO Box Mini. It's about the size of a cell phone. And they have a bigger one. They have like the big. I'm not gonna get it the big one. The little one is all I need. You could have like scrolling stuff like on the bottom. You could, yeah, bro. It's dope, bro. You could switch between different cameras, and and you can you can use your phone as a web, as like a camera. Like I could use that phone and that phone as a camera. Like I could have like a top view and a side view. So you could use Android phones as a camera. You could use iPhones. Bro, it's dope. I can't wait, man. Oh, what just happened? Okay, there we go. Yes, magic powers. Yeah, bro. If you mess up, just play it off like you meant to do it, man. I've learned this. When I make mistakes, I would go, ooh, ooh. My wife would be like, "Stop making those faces. Nobody knows you messed up. Nobody knows you messed up. Just play it off like I meant to do that." You know, um, and she's right. Like people are like, "Man, you sounded great." I'm like, "I messed up there. I messed up there. I messed up there." They're like, man, I never noticed it. I'm like, yeah, you're not supposed. You just act like you're meant to do it. They don't know. All right, I gotta get out of here. I can hear my wife. Her and the kids pulled up, and